Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel, Oneforall.official. For those of you who don't know, my name's Coach Lou, and it's Each One Teach One. So on this channel, we speak about subjects and topics that we face throughout our weeks, months, years, and we make sure that we serve and give glory unto Jesus, who we trust and serve, and building our relationship with Father God. And I wanted to speak about the subject today, staying true to yourself. That's right, guys, staying true to yourself. And I speak about this with such delicacy because that's something in this day and age that so many people struggle with, especially those of you who you're trying to be a crowd pleaser when God has called you from amongst them and told you that how you are and how He ordains you to be in the first place is exactly how He wanted you to be. But for some reason, because of different situations and circumstances that we all face and encounter throughout this life, what happens sometimes is I don't think it's so much the fact that people are trying to please the crowd most of the time. I think sometimes people just want to be accepted, but not realizing that one of the main scriptures and verses, and Jesus said it very clear for us to listen with our ears, and that was that He wanted us to be separated from amongst them. So to be separated from amongst them meant that you was never ever gonna be staying true to being yourself if you're too busy trying to be like them and amongst them, because He wanted you to be singular. He wanted you to be separate. He wanted to download DNA within each and every one of you guys that I'm speaking to with this message, that it reaches to say you're different from them. So I don't expect you to be acting in the same way. What they get away with, I'm not going to allow you to get away with that, because I'm a father who loves you, and I'm also a disciplinary father who stands on principles of being obedient, but also authority. And it's that same authority, is the reason why you have to stay true to yourself upon this journey. Because every single time when you don't stay true to yourself, take it from Coach Lou, and even better still, admit it to yourself, you will never feel good for being less and half of the person that you know that God has called you to be, especially when you know there's something within you that's eating you from within, saying that you can do better than that. Because we've all got willpower, and some of us have just been called with a unique willpower that will not allow us to rest when we're doing mediocre. So we get pushed to those highest heights and those challenges that seem unbearable. But the reason why we get sprung with all these different attributes or different effects of impact that injures and sometimes hurdles our life and puts us in places that we're like, how did I get there? Is because just like the eagle, when you go through trials and tribulation, altitude seems to be where you thrive best. So it seems like the more you're endorsed in it and the higher up you go, is the better you seem to come out of the situations. So this is the reason why I begin to understand why often, especially in reference to the Bible and different pastors and preachers and bishops, they used to always reference all the time to an eagle. And then, sometimes Coach Lou just had to look up the eagle, and I realized eagles are really amazing. And now I understand why they use with such reference in terms to how God sees us in the Bible, is because eagles, they don't do well at low altitude. The higher they go is the better they do. And if you look at that in terms of your life and what God has got for you, and you stand true to who it is He's called you to be, the higher you go within your purpose and stop focusing about what's going on in ground level, is the better you will flow and go, because you will not be concerned with what people have to say, or what it is that people are doing, or who's gossiping. People's going to gossip anyway. At least give them something to gossip about, where you know that you're fulfilling purpose, and you know that God the mighty God that you serve, and I believe I serve, yeah, is going to take you through each and every circumstance to be able to bring you out the other side, so your name, yeah, can have a print in heaven where it belongs. Because remember, he said the narrow path, and he also said to those, yeah, that follow me and choose to do my Father's will. Yeah, didn't say your will, he said the Father's will. And I just wanted to just give you that word of encouragement today, guys. Yeah, so stay true to yourself upon this journey. As much as we get distracted, let's be our inner self. Let's be true to who we are. Anyway, guys, as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, as always, have a blessed week. Peace.